eyes crawl to a table. Paralyzed by pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Roll dice and woes of life. Love deprived, look at her vibe. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise. Crystal chandeliers, moments reflected. Often mirrors appear quick, ready from ear to ear. Craving and rating the grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near. Stay there, remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, in paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, in paradise, we know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you can see.
Boom. Yes, it is. The truth is what you can see. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. I'm your host, Matt Clark, and happy Monday to everybody. I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. I know I did. Got a chance to go to Fogo de Chao, just opened up in Oklahoma City off of Penn and Memorial, North Penn and Memorial, and where the old Bravo used to be, right next to P.F. Chang's. And oh my God, it was delicious. Myself and Jennifer Falkenstein, the bestie, and Randy Wright and his wife, lovely wife, Kimberly, and friends Calvin Thompson, and Barbara Henry. So we all got a chance to go. It was fantastic. Of course, it was definitely a meat coma when we were done. But kind of learned some things because they have these tongs. And so Jennifer's like, what are these tongs for? I said, I don't know. It's because it had been so long since I'd been to Fogo de Chao. And I guess since COVID, they changed because back in the day, they used to just slice them up and put them on your plate. And now you have to hold it while they cut it. And I guess it was because of COVID or whatever, they changed it up. And you have these little tongs and you put it on your plate. And, it was a lot of meat. But my problem is I like my meat medium rare. Well, there was this one piece of meat I really wanted to try, but it was more medium well. And so I really didn't eat it. And so Jennifer was like, let me try that. So she ends up eating it. And it was really good. I said, well, it looked good, but it's just too done for me. I like my meat. I like some red in my meat. Coming from OSU guy, I guess that's kind of how it was. My host family dad up there, Tom Rayburn, is the one that he was a rancher. So he got me hooked on the proper way to eat steak and what you should and should not do with it. So that allowed me to change. But anyway, Fogo de Chao is opening up, I think this week. I want to give a shout out to my girl, Jennifer Alexander, for her hooking us up with tickets. And then I hooked up a lot of other friends. They got a chance to go, and they all enjoyed it as well. So it was fantastic. I highly, highly recommend you go. Everybody that I know that went on the for freebie, you had to pay for your drinks. And by the way, Jennifer had some sort of what was it? It's like a pineapple infused vodka drink, and she turned it into a martini, and it was fantastic. I enjoyed it because my favorite two fruits are watermelon and pineapple. So those are my two favorites, and they were great. Salad bar was wonderful. It's huge. It's got a bunch of stuff on it. I was telling her, I was like, hey, the salad bar is huge. You got to be careful, because you can't eat a bunch of stuff on the salad bar because of the simple fact that the meat is going to be coming, and it's going to be coming and coming and coming. So you can't really eat a lot off of it. And of course, we're the first 6 things. She put like 4 or 5 things on her plate. And I'm like, Jen, we just started the salad bar. You got a whole salad bar at the end. You got to chill out, girl. You got to pace yourself and figure out what you really want to eat, what you don't. And they had this honey smoked bacon something or other, something. Oh. Anyway, highly recommend Fogo de Chao now that they're open back up. And then, of course, one of my favorite restaurants, Capital Grill, is opening up soon on Northwest Highway in Penn. Can't wait for that to open up as well. So anyway, but the problem I've always had with restaurants opening up in, my favorite restaurants like in Dallas and Houston and stuff like that, open up in Oklahoma City, do you get the same chefs? Do you get the same food? And, Bob's, it took me 2 years to make it to Bob's simply because I was like, I don't know if they're going to have the same food, same guys, what happened? And I was not happy with it. That's why I have not been back. Not happy with it at all. But for those of you all who've never been, I recommend you go because to you, you don't know the difference between what's what, and it's still good, but it's just not what I am used to and what I have come to expect from Bob's. I've spent several birthdays at the Bob's in Dallas, so that's why I was a little that. And of course, Capitol Grill is coming, and their lobster mac and cheese. My guy Mark Long, who, by the way, one of our sponsors at SRB. It's so funny. I turned to him and his wife Maya on to Capitol Grill, and Mark, wherever he goes, lobster mac and cheese. That's his favorite thing, and that's the first time I had it 20 years ago or however long ago, and it's just love me some lobster mac and cheese. So, but anyway, that being said, hey, thank you guys for tuning in. If you want to communicate or say things, anything about the show, please go to YouTube and like, subscribe, search for the Unpopular Hour with Matt Clark. Like, subscribe, hit notifications, and by all means, please, you can comment and I can see it here because a lot of my friends comment on my Facebook page. Well, once again, I'm not on Facebook until after the show, so whatever you're doing on Facebook, I don't see it until afterwards. So if you're commenting and wanting to say something or ask a question, I have no idea until I'm done and I can answer it then. But if you want it right then, you want to be spoken to on air or talked about, you can do that. So the Unpopular Hour with Matt Clark, and then, of course, after the storm, our OKC Thunder post-game analysis show, which we will be doing tonight because now that the Summer League is wrapped up, we're going to talk about the Summer League. We're going to talk about the roster going forward with the Thunder and all the Thunder news. So we're going to do all that tonight on After the Storm. So it's going to be a good day for us, and so I'm looking forward to that. And that. So, but that being said, I had a fantastic weekend, enjoyed myself thoroughly. Got to take Fat Boy out in the new whip. He loves it now, and I think he still prefers the older car, just to be honest with you. But he's happy. He's enjoying himself, and I'm happy for my Fat Boy back there. Of course, my dog. He's He's over here staring at me again. He hates it when I get on air certain times of day because if I haven't really played with him a whole lot, he demands attention. If you have a pit bull, you know exactly what I'm saying. They demand your attention. They're big-ass babies is what they are. So that being said, we're going to start out with the Thunder, and the Thunder finally got a victory, and which it seems like it took forever for that to happen. But the Thunder finally got a victory, beating the Dallas Mavericks 88-79, and for their first summer league victory of the summer of the actual NBA league. Of course, they won in the Utah League, but of course that wasn't quite the same. And you can see exactly what the issues have been for this team all summer long. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. Anyway, the Thunder win 88-79. The Mavericks 9 for 35 from the field. And from three, the Thunder 10 for 31, which has been our biggest hiccup. And it's just been an issue for us. It's just shooting the basketball. The Dallas Mavericks were 40.5% from the field. The Thunder 35.5. We out-rebounded them by 2, which is good. And then, of course, pips, my favorite stat, pips points in the paint. The Thunder were outscored by 12 turnovers. We actually took care of the basketball this game, 9 turnovers to the Mavericks 14, which has been our bugaboo this whole summer long. Has been taking care of the basketball. I think we've averaged 15, 16 turnovers, 16, 17 turnovers. Just way too many. Then of course we actually outscored the Mavs 35-27 at bench points. So that was a good thing for us. And then when you look at the game stats, you can see, I think that part of what the Thunder were doing, I want to say this, part of what they were doing was, I think because they were trying to get the other guys involved, Mitchell, and they were trying to get Dylan Jones involved. I think that with those guys, I believe that kind of hurt the Thunder because of the simple fact that, they were focused on these guys trying to get some playing time and trying to get them better. And what I noticed from those guys is they were struggling. They were playing pretty good. But what it told me once I watched us play against Miami, and I talked about this, is that Jaquez just showed them this is what NBA players look like. And he just dominated our team. He just dominated us. He did whatever the hell he wanted, when he wanted, how he wanted, in every way, and facet and form and facet, whatever you want to say, any way necessary. He took care of business. Just absolutely throttled us. And these guys, what they showed me is Dylan Jones, them, and they're not ready for the league. They are going to be two-way players. They're going to get some playing action, but depending on who the game is now, I don't want them in the game when we play Dallas. I don't want them in the game when we play Minnesota. I don't want them in the game when we play Denver. I don't want them in the game, or maybe when playing Golden State if it's out of reach, but not necessarily then either. So against our top competition, I don't really want to see these guys because I don't think they're really ready. Even though I know Dagnall being the coach that he is, trying to be in developmental, he's still in developmental mode, and he's going to do that until he changes his mentality. The Thunder are not going to go very far. That's just the way it is. And you guys get mad at me about it all you want to, but those of us who know basketball and who see it, and those of us who have actually, those of you who actually listen to what I'm saying, of actually what I am saying, and not just because I'm saying something, but listen to what I am saying. I'm being critical. I'm not being hard on the guy. I'm just being critical. I'm just saying, look, here's your weaknesses, here are your strengths. It's like with the Boston Celtics. Here are their weaknesses, here are their strengths. And Brad Stevens fixed their strengths. Fixed their weaknesses. He said, okay, we've got great players. We need some more players that can help us win games, close games at the end. He got that accomplished with Porzingis and Drew Holiday. Our coach had got out coached dramatically, so we need to add him some veteran coaches on the bench to help him through this process of getting better. That's where our coach is at. His weaknesses is lineups, understanding the flow of the game. Those are his weaknesses. They just are. You can be mad, but those are his weaknesses. And it can be helped and fixed, but you just got to understand what the flow of the game is. So, anyway, when I look at the schedule and I look at what we're doing, this is what our biggest weakness was. You look at Kelly, the center, 6 points, 12 rebounds, and we really don't need our centers to score. We really don't. Keyshawn Johnson, better game, 20 points. He's kind of struggled. I think this summer league, I expected a little bit more of him. Maybe my expectations were a little bit too high for him. But 20 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. Played really well overall. Leon's 11 points, 7 rebounds. He did okay. And Boeheim, I mean, he's a G League player. Yeah, his coach, his dad was a great coach, but he's a G League player. Maldonado, 8 points, and remember we should have won the game or beat the team before that. And of course, he missed the free throw, and then of course Keyshawn Johnson fouled a 3-point shooter with .03 seconds to go in the game. Why are you jumping towards the player? You jump around, and if they make it, they make it. If they miss, they miss. But you don't put them on the line. That's a Lou Dort deal. That's what Lou Dort does. And so I thought I wanted him to replace Dort, but if you're going to make the same kind of mistakes that Dort makes, that's too frustrating for me. Then, of course, T. Mitchell, 8 points, 2 rebounds. You know, it. I just look at our shooting. It's just, Keyshawn Johnson was the he was 8 for 16. Leon's 3 for 11. Maldonado 2 for 12. Boeheim 3 for 9, 1 for 6. He's a 3-point shooter, and you're going 1 for 6. So it's pretty much frustrating to me. Now, when I look at our Summer League roster and you look at who you think is actually going to be on the team and who's going to make it, it gets frustrating to me when it comes to that. I see I'm joined by my guy, Drew Henthorn. What's up, bro?
What's going on, man?
Just going through the Sunday.
How we doing on this beautiful Monday?
Enjoying it, man. I'm still kind of in a meat coma from Fogo de Chao, to be honest with you. I really am, man.
Meat coma.
Yeah, dude. We had so much meat, man. We ate so much meat, man. I really am. I'm full, bro. I'm full. Still, it was a lot of meat. Of course, we got to go, me and the commander and Kimberly and Jennifer and of course Calvin Thompson, who played at KU, and his future wife. In fact, they're getting married this weekend. He and Barbara Henry are getting married this weekend, so it was kind of like a little present to them. But while you watching the USA, have they teed off yet? Are they tipped off yet? Against Germany, I know the game starts at 2 o'clock.
I'm not going to watch them again after their debacle. I'll I'm not gonna waste my time. That was a joke.
Yeah, well, I said they weren't gonna look at Sudan. I said that. I said
44-point favorite.
I
Shitting
know,
on
Drew,
me.
but my deal is this: Australia, they barely won that game. They kicked Canada's butt.
Now,
They kicked Serbia's
Sudan's
butt.
only been eligible. This first time I've ever been eligible to play in the Olympics.
Yeah, but Drew, I'm just saying is that they just, to me, Royal Ivy, who remember he used to play for the Thunder, is their coach.
Yeah.
Remember Royal back in the day? So, but anyway, we'll talk about them in a minute. Back to the Thunder. I look at Buddy Boeheim. He's a G League player if he even makes the G League team. Daniels, I'm not impressed with. Jang, he's a G League player to me. Dukas, G League player. Fagler, G League player. Gurnak, he's not even on the team. Kigante, I think he needs to be a two-way. Dylan's probably a two-way. I like the Kyler Kelly, the big white kid, the center. Do you like him, the 7-foot kid
Yeah,
from Oregon
yeah,
State?
those guys always help.
Yeah, I don't mind him. He's still a little too thin for me. Cop from Indiana, not that impressed with him. Leon's, he's okay. They'll keep him around simply because he's a European player. Maldonado, I thought was disappointing. A.J. Mitchell was okay. Trey Mitchell, Comac Ryan, you got from North Carolina. I thought, you got him for shooting and you don't shoot the ball. I don't get that.
Yeah, yeah, I don't either. To me, he's a perfect D&3 guy. I mean, he's 6'7", 6'8".
He's
That's
6'5".
why he doesn't shoot it. He's taller than 6'5".
It says right here that Comac Ryan, 6'5", 195.
Well, they're not giving him his due.
Remember
Bigger than that.
remember the NBA, they sit you down and you actually have to be on no shoes, no nothing. So, yeah, they push your head down. Yeah, it ain't no –
When's the last time you played NBA basketball with no shoes on?
I understand, but they want your correct height. So they know exactly what your deal is. Yeah, Drew, so I wasn't the Thunder, watching them, I was
I don't think they won
– we won. We beat Mavericks in our last game.
Okay.
Yeah, beat the Mavericks. Yeah. It was just they were hard to watch, bro. They were really hard to watch.
I don't watch a whole lot of summer league, just to be honest. I mean, if there's somebody I really want to watch play, a rookie or something, then I'll do it. But Oklahoma City really didn't have a whole lot of wow factor on the floor. So.
Yeah, our boy Ben Dillman told us that the USA is up 1 over Germany halfway through the first quarter. I guess High State Carrier must
I
be.
told you, I'm going out and they're not winning the gold medal.
No, they're going to win the gold medal. They're going to win the gold medal.
Slow.
No, they're going to win the gold medal. And this is why, Drew, when you put, they're talking about tinkering the starting lineups and all that stuff. I said, look, when you have Tyrese Halliburton, you have Anthony Edwards, you have Jason Tatum, you have Bam Adebayo, and you have AD. There's no second five that's going to even remotely compete with that second five.
I get it, but LeBron James runs that team.
Yeah, he does.
So I'll take the field. You take USA and I'll take field for lunch.
Okay, we'll do that. We can do that. We can do that.
My opinion of that team is not very high right now.
Well, but Drew, I'm saying against Germany they smashed them. Against Serbia they smashed them. And they have Germany now. So those are the, I said at the very beginning, Australia's not going to have their attention, and they almost lost. So South Sudan did not have their attention, and they almost lost. But I forgot that how many South Sudan players are playing the league and in the G League. There's a lot.
Still should have been up 15 at the half.
No. They weren't. They were. The problem with these U.S. players is a lot of the younger players have no urgency. It's kind of like the United States as a whole. That's why every civilization has gotten worse and worse and worse with every generation, simply because they get softer and weaker. Because it's less they have to fight for. Everything is given to them, so they get weaker and weaker and softer and softer and softer. And I think that's what you're seeing in the league.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't have a whole lot of confidence.
I just think they'll get it done when they have to get it done. But I'm agree. I'm just not a LeBron.
It'll be a 40-point favorite game because I'll be on the other side.
Yeah, they're not going to. Well, Sudan and Serbia are both in their bracket or in their group, so we'll see. But I'm just interested to see what happens with Germany today and how they react to that. So that's kind of the way that I'm looking at it. and looking at their team because when you look at the Olympic team and you look at what they've done thus far, Drew, that's kind of what I've kind of looked at. They beat Canada, which had their full attention. They spanked them. Australia, they barely beat. Serbia had their full attention. They spanked them. Sudan did not have their attention and won by one. Germany has their full attention. I say we're joined by High Stick Harry, Drew.
What's going on, fellas?
There he is.
There he is.
And the myth, the legend.
How we doing, guys?
Good, good. But like I said, Drew, I think the teams that had their attention, they dominated. But their problem is that they're going to have to stay focused, and I just don't know if, like I was trying at the barbershop the other day, Drew. I was telling him the difference between LeBron and Kobe and Michael. I told him, I said, Tracy McGrady said it. He said the difference is that all three of them are going to do what they want. But on the other side of that, Kobe and Michael are going to be like, okay, I just busted you. How you going to score? And I looked at them like, yes, how am I going to score? I look at LeBron, I'm going to do whatever I want. He doesn't intimidate me at all. And I was trying to tell those young guys at the barbershop, the difference between LeBron and Michael is simple. Michael was feared. LeBron is respected. There's a difference. There's a reason why he's going to be the flag bearer for the United States of America, the first basketball player to do so.
Which is a joke.
But I'm just saying,
Okay.
but when you look at it, I mean, who are you going to have?
I don't know. I'd find a sprinter or a diver or something besides him who has zero respect for the United States, and now we're going to make it a flag bearer.
Yep.
That's a whole other political conversation.
Yep. Ben, how do you feel about that?
No, I'm with you on that. I don't think it's the right time, but I mean, I guess I'm kind of with you. I'm not too high up. I know we got some sprinters that probably could have held it, a couple different people, but I mean, if we're doing one basketball person, I wouldn't have put him first, but that's just me.
Well, he's the first basketball player ever.
But as I'm saying, if we're gonna do one, I wouldn't have put him first.
Yeah, so he's the first basketball player ever to be voted like that. But to me, guys, I kind of get what you're saying, but on the flip side of that, to me, LeBron is respected. Like I said, he is respected.
Definitely.
And that's part of it, is because of the respect that people have for him.
He's probably the most famous athlete that we have going into the,
Oh, 100%.
So,
I would rather have Steph Curry. I could know what Steph Curry doing.
Yeah, but Steph doesn't have the worldwide appeal that LeBron does, though, Drew. That's why. You know what I mean?
I could have found somebody else.
Yeah. Well, Drew, I'm with you.
Give me 2 minutes, I could give you 100 other people on the Olympic team.
Well, it's just like me. I'm like I told the guys the other day. Since once Bronny got drafted, I don't follow the Lakers on anything. No social media. I don't want to see LeBron. I don't want to see Bronny. I don't want to hear nothing about Bronny. I don't want anything to do with him. I mean, that's a joke.
Mm-hmm.
That's a joke. You drafted your son 55th. Now, he did okay in some league, but I'm like, there's no way he deserves to be drafted. And the only reason why he got drafted is because he's your son. And nepotism.
It's like a step back three. He's top 10 on SportsCenter.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, you have one play. And I mean, and I'm sorry. I mean, if LeBron was not on the team, and demanding Lakers do that because he wants to be the first player to play with his son in the history of the NBA. That's all this is. He is about being the first to this. He is not, like I told all those guys at the barbershop, I go, my problem with what y'all are talking about is he can't be the GOAT because of one major thing. He disappeared in the NBA Finals. How are you the GOAT in any sport and you disappear at the most important time of your sport?
Been swept twice.
And I said the second time, he barely got through that. I said, so you can't be the GOAT when you disappear. Mahomes doesn't disappear. Brady didn't disappear. Troy Aikman didn't disappear. What am I thinking about? Joe Montana didn't disappear. Bart Starr didn't disappear. Kobe didn't disappear. Gretzky didn't disappear. You can go on and on and on and on and on and on and on about players who didn't disappear in the most important time. And he did. How do you put him ahead of somebody and he disappeared? I can't. You know what I'm saying, guys? I can't. Now,
I'm with you too. And if the rule would have been in place about college, his stats would have been where they're at.
No.
He still probably would have ended up, being the top leader, I think, all time, but it still wouldn't have been as a clear away sweep as it is.
LeBron is a marketing genius.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
He's a smart man.
But but it's like Drew and I talked about that time. He markets himself.
Have you ever bought a pair shoes or a LeBron James shirt
No,
ever?
ever, never will.
Okay. Have
Never
you
will.
been?
I
I
think
mean,
he hears us.
No, I'm gonna say this. Kobe has the best shoes. I like Kobe's and Jordans are the two best basketball shoes.
yeah.
Those are the two best basketball shoes. Kobe, the kids kill those guys. NBA players still wear Kobe's.
Yeah.
Mm,
They still wear Kobe's. So Kobe's and Jordans are the two best basketball shoes to me to wear. The most comfortable or just wear around. They're the most comfortable for me. So that's I'm just hard on LeBron. I'm not a fan, so I guess that's part of it. Uh, Now, guys, in the WNBA, what do y'all think about that and what happened with that in the WNBA? How the WNBA girls got beat by or beat the USA basketball girls, 117,
Yeah, that
109.
was wild. I saw that.
Did you
I
see
don't
it, Drew?
know.
I didn't catch any of it.
But
Sorry.
Ben, in the Tokyo Olympics, the USA WNBA All Star girls beat the USA basketball team that year too.
Yeah, I know.
So, but I thought this was the interesting stat. When they did the All Star game last year, there was like 700,000 votes between the top vote getters. Caitlin Clark had 700,000 by herself this year. That's crazy. I mean, think about that. There was 700,000 votes, 730 something between the top vote getters, and she had 700 this year by herself. And I'm gonna ask you how this is how I think about it, Drew. Back when the NBA started, when Magic and Bird came up, there were no TV. I mean, the games were tape delayed, so the guys would play the game and come home and watch it on TV. Then when Bird and Magic came, it started being
Right.
watched, and then Michael took it worldwide. And I think Caitlin Clark is doing to the WNBA what Michael Jordan did to the NBA. What is y'all take on that?
Yep, I agree with that 100%. I think I mean,
Right. Yeah.
and I did like that she was supposed to get called in to take out Enrique. I'm not even gonna try and say her last name. Ogunbowale or
Yeah.
however you
Uh
say it.
huh.
And at the All Star game, she said no. She goes, "That girl's cooking right now." So she let her stay in there. She said, "No, I'm not going in like while she's playing like this," because she set records and all
Yeah,
that.
she had
So I thought that was
34.
awesome. Yep, exactly. And I think that was great. I think that's good just to go against some of the stuff that people were saying about Clark and all that stuff. But I do think that she's changing it, and I think it's good for everything. Like I mean, there was times that I used to want to watch even like high school men's basketball over WNBA. Now it's changed a lot. They're holding their own. I think she's leading the charge, and I know those old birds don't really like it. They said that they're leading the way, but not really. When you see all the numbers and the changes in this and the growth in the game, and with it being on ESPN, signing all the new deals, getting the travel budgets, I think it's all writings on the wall there. Whose fault it is?
Yeah. Drew, your thoughts? Is it?
I don't know, man. Like I said, we've talked about this before. I think it's kind of hard to really have any thoughts about the USA basketball and the women's in the Olympics. I mean, when's the last time they've even been challenged for? I think they'll just walk through it. I think that she definitely is bringing some change to the game, if not it just for the financial side of it. I mean, to me, people need to thank God Caitlin Clark's in the league because she's bringing more money. She's bringing the money, she's bringing the eyeballs, and hopefully it trickles down to the rest of them. I mean, they deserve to get paid, so that more people are watching them.
Yeah. Well, on top of that, she's got them private. They've got their own jets now. They have team planes, even though they're chartered. They do have team planes versus staying in airports now.
Yep.
And all these WNBA girls need to be thankful. What did they get? Their new contract is now $2 billion or something. So they've all gotten
Yep.
raises. We saw where Vegas gave each team member 250 grand or something like that. So
Yeah, and then I know in Phoenix for the Mercury, I know they have like one of the top training facilities. It's better than some of the NBA ones that they got going out there now.
yeah. So uh, I'm my thing is this. I'm these girls like when I watch them, I just sit back and I go, okay, guys, listen. Y'all can hate Caitlin Clark all you want to. You would not have as many eyes on your game. Number one. Number two, She had 10 assists. And the problem I had with the TV deal, they interviewed her because she said that she was, the all-time record is 11 by Sue Bird. Why the hell are you interviewing her with 10 and she didn't break Sue Bird's record?
Right.
Even though I know that's what people wanted to see. But Rike, she had 34. Caitlin had 10 assists. Alicia Gray won the skills contest and the three-point contest. And what's crazy is she's the only person ever to do it. But do y'all think that could happen in the NBA, Drew? Where somebody can win the skills and the three-point shooting contest? Do you think
I
that
can see Steph doing it.
win the skills and three-point shooting?
Didn't Curry do it one time?
I don't think anybody's won both.
Didn't Steph Curry do it one time?
Did he?
I don't know if he did. I don't know.
I don't know if that's ever happened, Drew.
He'd be the guy that I would think, if it did happen, he'd be the one that did.
Yeah, I know that. Or was it Clay?
Well, I can't remember because now they do it as the team deal. It used to be like an individual, but now they separate them into teams to do those skill challenges. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They do like a legend, a player.
Yeah, I think maybe that he was on one of the teams that won it, and then he won the three-point contest.
Okay, because I just
like it was Steph, like Chris Mullen, and then a rookie or the female. You know what I'm saying? From I don't remember what it was, but it was like a little a pull together of two or three of them, and I think they won it. Then he won the three-point contest. But I don't know. If it was anybody who could do it, I think it'd be him.
Yeah, me too. I think it was him or Steph. One of those two won it, I thought it was Clay. But I agree with you on that. But I just think that the women's game, myself, when I look at this women's game and I look at what is happening, I do enjoy women's basketball. I do. But when I look at these girls dressed up and coming back and forth, and and I'm not trying to be hard here, but a lot of them are gay, and a lot of men, a lot of people aren't interested in that. So I see, and I get that. I don't care if you're gay, straight, or whatever. Just whatever you do over there. Don't try to include me in what you're doing. But if you want to be gay, be gay. I don't whatever. I don't. I'm trying to take care of
Brittany Griner isn't a guy. Stop telling me that.
Well, she's just below the testosterone level to be a dude.
Yeah.
So she's not a guy.
Come on.
She's not a guy.
Yeah. I'll send you some pictures.
He's just brutal, isn't he, Ben? He's just brutal.
Yeah.
He's brutal, bro. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break, then we're going to come back and finish up here. We'll take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, SRB. If you have needs for engineering, surveying, and planning, hit my guys up over at SRB. They love to be behind the scenes, so if you have a complex that you're planning and you need it to be laid out, they can survey it and make sure all the land is square and everything is where it needs to be. Or if you have a dam or a water treatment plant, they can hook you up. They can come and make sure everything flows smoothly. Collaborative Logic, if you have needs for computers, software to make your office run smoother, or website design, hit my guy up over there. They love to take care of you over Collaborative Logic. And the thing I love about them most, if it's not hardware related, they can remote in and fix whatever computer problem, and that will not have to come in and disrupt your office flow. I love that. Oak Grove Trucking and our guy Jose Fierro.
What up, Jose?
Our big dog over there. If you have needs for dirt, rock, or sand to be moved, hit our boy up over there. He loves to take care of anybody for you. And then, of course, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912.
The bank. Make things happen.
Yes, they are. They're an equal housing lender and a member of the FDIC. Proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you go to the main bank, 401 Elm, 66 steps.
66 steps from historic downtown. You come up.
That's how he puts emphasis on that, Ben. You know how when he does that, historic downtown.
Oh, it's the only way to do it.
YNB East on the Parkway off 39th Expressway in 66. YNB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road. YNB Parkway off Garth Brooks and I-40. And it's 215 steps, Drew, because that car is gone now, clearly. Yeah, from I-40, for the Waffle House. Have you ever been to that Waffle House, Drew?
I have.
I have.
Of course I have. It's on Andrew Drive.
Yeah, I've not. Oh, God. See what I'm saying, Ben? See what he does. See what y'all did with Ben. And then, of course, YB Peoples in Bethany, located on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. And then, of course, Shelter Insurance, the Mark Pemberton Agency, located 4609 Southeast 29th in Dale City, Oklahoma, 405-670-2424. Open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5, Fridays, 9 to 1. Closed Saturdays and Sundays, proudly serving the Middale area since 1982. And I asked the insurance guy, I said, why are you guys closed on Saturdays and Sundays? On Saturdays, at least. I'm like, don't people come in? They go, no, man, they can just call us, and we can handle whatever stuff over the phone. I'm like, oh, okay. Did they used to be open on Saturdays?
I don't think so. I don't ever try to contact my insurance guy past noon on Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what, I mean, they don't, no, he said, no, he said, Matt, you'll be surprised. I said, okay, I guess so. I don't really think
Maybe
about
back
it.
in the day, but social media, you can fix most of that stuff over an app now.
Yeah, that's what he said. He goes, a lot of stuff, he goes, like he was telling me, my guy was telling me that, he goes, yeah, man, he goes, I was on the phone and I sold 2 policies today. I'm like, huh? He goes, yeah, they just call me on the phone and I just, whip it up and get them taken care of. It's like, wow.
Perfect.
Okay.
Sounds good. Yep, here we go. I'll send you it over. You e-sign that. Okay, cool.
Get it binded up.
Yeah, get it bounded and you're ready to go. So it's just real easy. So now
They
Drew.
won't do that they won't do that via message though.
No, they won't.
No.
They won't. Now, Drew, hey, we haven't seen you in a while. We're glad to know you're back on the day doing picks. I'm glad to know that, bro. You're taking the Pirates today in money line 126, minus 126.
Really no rhyme or reason behind them. They just cost me lately, so I'm gonna go against the grain and take the Pirates today. Little home game. I kind of been playing against these teams coming off the break that usually hit the ball pretty well. Just doesn't seem to, after a week's break, the pitchers usually have the advantage over the batters. So I'll take the Pirates today to shut down the Cardinals. Plus, the Cardinals coming after taking 2 out of 3 from my beat up Braves this weekend. So Braves are just dropping like flies. So I'll take the Pirates in a bounce back today. Against Cardinals. The hated Cardinals.
The hated Cardinals. Then, of course, your beloved Braves, money line minus 141.
I'm going to hope that they bounce back with their all-star pitcher, Danny Lopez, but Ozzie Albies been broke wrist out 8 to 10 weeks and freed on the DL for 15 days. So they're running out of ammunition. We'll see what happens.
Yep.
Reds aren't the Reds aren't very good team though, and the Braves should have a little fire in their belly after getting 2 out of 3 taken from at home.
Yeah, and then of course the Twins, really?
Yeah, I'm going against the Phillies today. The Twinkies are pretty tough at home. 54 and 44 on the year. Phillies kind of playing up and down right now. They're missing a couple guys too, and had a couple guys go on an IL and 15-day, and Harper's a little banged up and. Over the last 15 games, I think they're even 500. I think they're 8-7. So, and the Twins at home are tough. That's a night game. Should be a good crowd. Should be beautiful weather in Minneapolis. So, I'll take Twinkies tonight for minor upset. They're only minus 104, so they're actually the favorite.
Okay, and then of course the Dodgers.
Yeah, and I miss the Yankees today, and they're crushing.
Yep. And hey, one thing that about the Dodgers, did y'all see Otani's home run? Somebody was telling me today that they said that they thought Otani is the greatest player of all time. I was like, man, y'all need to stop with this. He's been in the league 3 years.
That's a hard ballpark to hit one out of anyway, and that thing was out of the ballpark.
Yeah, they said there's only been like 8 players to hit it out of Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, new zip code. Yeah.
Yeah, only been 8. And
the Dodgers are going to be scary. They're missing 4 pitchers right now.
Yeah.
So they get their pitching staff back. They're going to be tough in the playoffs, and I think they can beat the Phillies in a 7-game series.
Wait. Did you just say that the Phillies are going to beat the Braves? Is that what you just said?
Oh yeah. Well, they should. I mean,
okay.
The Braves, the way they're sitting right now. I mean, they're not. You're missing Fried, Strider, Albies, Acuna. I mean, you're missing 4 of your 5 best players and 4 All-Stars.
Yep.
You take 4 All-Stars off anybody's team, they're not. Braves are going to be lucky to make playoffs missing all these guys.
Yep.
I think they have a 4-game lead over the Mets right now, but I'm not really so much worried about the Mets. But you never know. I mean, we've had years where the Phillies have been worse than us, and they beat us in the playoffs.
Yeah. So you mean? Are you talking about the The Jets, Mets, Clippers.
Yeah,
You're
Jets,
not
Mets,
worried about
Clippers.
them.
Yeah.
Well, I am not worried about them.
I'm sorry, all you Jets, Mets, Clippers fans. I'm sorry, but
It's
y'all know
brutal up
exactly
there.
what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be hard, but it is what it is. Then of course you're taking. Hey Ben, shockingly, he's taking the Red Sox in Rockies over 10.
Over.
Oh, must be a
Yep.
shock. That's shocking.
Nope. I'm with it.
Yeah, yeah. And the and you got I think the total combined ERAs of two pitchers on the mound is like 13. So I'm looking for that one. I kind of like the over. I think it's like I think it's 5.5 runs in the first 5 innings. I kind of like
Yeah,
that.
I was looking at that one too. Yeah.
Yeah, my thing is this though. I'm sitting there and I'm looking, and I'm sitting there talking about. I'm thinking about this the Red Sox and everything. Okay, and I'm thinking about the Rockies. But if you're a Rockies fan, how do you not enjoy the game? Because it's just home run after home run after home run all the time.
Good weather.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful ballpark.
Yeah, it's
It's
gorgeous.
just amazing.
Now you know that Terry Miller when they first built that ballpark down there, he had a condo when they first did all the new stuff down there. He had a condo down there that he got for dirt cheap.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when he told me what he bought it for, and I'm like, you bought that for what? And this was in what 94, 95 ish, and I was like,
Yeah,
wow, dude.
I love going. You get out there down on Cherry Street,
Oh,
get down there by the ballpark. That's just it's amazing.
yo, it's beautiful down there. It's absolutely beautiful down there. So that's kind of how I was like, man, what'd you
You
sell
can
that
deal with
place
all
for?
the hippies.
Yeah, hey, they don't give a shit. They're doing their own thing, man. They could care less what anybody's
There ain't
doing.
no baseball games going on.
Yeah.
Like a Colorado football fan.
Check out those lights, dude.
They're just having fun.
I
Okay.
guarantee you're in Boulder at a football game. They have no idea who the wide receivers are or who the running backs are. They probably know the
Yep.
head coach and the quarterback. Other
Yep.
than that, that's about it.
Okay. Now, in NFL news, guys, how do y'all feel about Jordan Love not practicing even though he's at training camp looking for a new contract? How do y'all feel about that?
Yeah, I think he needs to get out there and practice. I mean, you had basically one good game against Cowboys, and now you're gonna hold out. I,
Well, that's what
think that,
those are called hold ins now. Is what the whole thing. So like you get fined if you're outside the facility, but as long as you're in the facility, then you don't get fined, and you just sit there on the sideline. So now they're calling them hold ins.
as much as he wants to be the big timer, he is not yet. He's just
I
another player.
agree.
He is
I
not
agree
Aaron
with you.
Rodgers.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know why he's not out there practicing. I think he needs to. Yeah, I mean, just every day he's wasting is couple. I mean, hopefully you think 100 reps.
What happened to building on your success? And building on the building blocks to an NFC Championship game. I guess you beat Dallas and Dak, and now you're gonna hold out.
But how did the Packers even go about doing that with no owner?
Because they have the guy Gudenhorst or Horse what's his name, Pete Gudenhoots.
Sounds right.
Anyway, he is the
How do you spell that?
I don't know, but the Packer fans know how to spell it. I can promise you that. He is the one that runs the team. So being even though they don't have an owner, they have
The chairman of the board.
he's the chairman of the board, and the board runs the Packers. Even though the fans
Yeah,
are the
so
even though the fans, excuse me, the fans are
yeah,
the
which
owners.
that's such a weird concept.
It works for him. It works
Yeah,
for
because
him.
they never spend any money.
Well,
That's
they spend
another
money. I mean, you don't remember how much they paid? They were paying Devontae, and he went
well
for
until
less
they
money.
didn't, until they decided. Yeah, until
No,
they
he took
decided not to.
Ben. He took less money to go to the
Well,
whatchamacallit.
because Aaron was leaving, because he knew Aaron was leaving. 'Cause
Yeah,
they
and he
hang
wanted to
out
go
and
play with
smoke
his
cigars
boy.
together.
He wanted to go
Yeah,
play with his boy. Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I think with Jordan Love, I think he had a good thing going. I think this is throwing a wrench into his good thing. I mean, he waited to be the man there the whole time. Rodgers leaves, you have a good year, start proving all the haters wrong, and then you go do this, and you're not helping yourself.
Well,
Against
but Drew, he's there. He's going through everything except he's going through all the stuff. He's just not actually throwing the
but
ball.
he's not there. He's there, but he's not
Not there.
he's
Yes,
just not
yes.
putting his helmet on and throwing the football, which
He's just not
I
throwing the
think
football. That's
that
it.
chemistry is what he's going to be missing. Come
But
week
he was there
7,
with
week 8.
the OTAs. That weren't
Yeah,
that weren't mandatory. He was there for
I
that.
I think if you're a top
Did you hear Aaron
3
Rodgers excuse of why he's not there?
No, what did he say?
He said he planned his Egyptian vacation on the dates they gave him last year, and they changed the date, so he's not there.
Yeah,
I believe that.
and
I
not
believe that
excused,
1,000,000%. I
and
believe
not
that.
excused.
I know.
But that's
That's
Aaron though.
so
But you
funny.
know what? Aaron Rodgers doesn't. He's gonna
I
do
don't
what he
care.
does, man. He doesn't care. You know, he doesn't care.
He's also at the end of his deal, you know. Like, I mean, I know Tom like missed a little bit of time whenever he went on vacation with his wife, like with the first year he was in Tampa. Like, you know, he missed a few days, not the whole camp, but I know he missed just a little bit of
I
He
time.
think
missed.
I could have figured out a better time to go to Egypt than in August.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
you would think. But isn't our fall and our summer their fall?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because I know that.
Seems like it'd be hot.
Because I know that in the Caribbean, our summer is their fall, and our winter is their summer.
I know in Mexico it's hot in August.
Yeah.
Real hot.
I'm not that big of a Mexico
I mean,
fan,
because
so.
it's cheap. You can go to Mexico in August for dirt cheap. You get rooms for $50 right on the ocean.
Yeah,
Everybody
but
there.
it's too hot. I know. But see, when I go to the ocean, I sit under the umbrella, and
Yep.
then my friend, I will step out and put ocean lotion, whatever on top of her, and then I get right back underneath the umbrella.
Yep.
My friend.
That's
I don't.
don't
I don't
start,
like the.
Drew.
I don't like the sun, my friend.
Don't start, Drew. Ben, tell Drew not to start. We're
The cabana girl.
hey, wow. You know where this is on air, Drew. Okay, Drew. If I go to Mexico, I take someone with me. Vegas is the only place. Vegas is the only place I've never taken a woman.
Me either.
I've never gone with a woman in Vegas. Not one time. I done been, I don't know, 50, 70 times, whatever. I've never taken a girl. Never taken a woman, ever. And because we play golf, we gamble, and
Play golf.
no,
Play golf.
we go somewhere else. All the money that we win at the table, we get to a certain amount as a group, then we leave and we go spend that money. And then we come back, grab a little bit to eat, and then we gamble some more, and then we
Do
play
it
golf.
again. Try to go back.
And we go back. Yeah, I think the most we ever
Run it
went
back.
back to one of those places was 4 times in one day.
All within a 48-hour period.
We went 4 times in one day because we were all winning we were winning the table, so it was like, oh, okay, we done got our $5,000. Okay, let's go. Boom, we're out. And that $5,000 lasts about 2 hours, and then it's gone. And then we go back and gamble some more. So yeah, we weren't spending our money. We were Vegas was entertaining us. So we.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, of course you know what you married. Ben knows what I'm talking about, don't you, Ben?
Nope.
Oh, that's right. You married too. Never mind. Okay. Anything you guys want to talk about before we get out of here?
No, USA's up. I think what are they up? Well, they're up 6 right now.
Yeah. Yeah. 6-8, something like that.
Yeah,
Then I
they're
got
up 6 right now with like less than 3 minutes left.
and I know I got basketball camp coming up next week. I don't have my new form yet. She's supposed to be emailing it to me, so I can get my new form out there. But what has been your take, guys, thus far on the NFL? What is your take, Drew and Ben, thus far of what you've seen? Is your teams that you like? Is it better, worse? What is it?
My team is definitely worse and in a lot of trouble.
And that reminds me, Ben, Drew. That reminds me. How do you feel about Dak Prescott being rated the most overrated player on Dallas teams by the fans, by the Dallas Cowboy fans? Most overrated.
I think that's a little harsh, but I think people are really irritated with the amount of money that they're paying him and the results that we're getting. Yeah, you're good in the regular season, but you can't do anything in the playoffs, and you lost at home twice with the best record in the NFC. So I think there's a lot of harsh feelings that maybe are a little too harsh on being overrated. I mean, he's a pretty good player, but as far as that goes, I think that's a little harsh.
What about you, Ben?
Yeah, I think for my team, I think Baltimore obviously got better getting Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
I mean,
Baltimore might be your favorite to win it this year.
yeah, I like them playing at least in the conference championship. I'd say, and with Ricard back
Can
there.
they beat Mahomes? Is the question. Can he beat Patrick?
That'll be and I think it'll be up to the defenses on this one. I think both those two offenses will be firing back and forth. They got Mark Andrews, Kelsey, they take each other out. It'll be that the rookie in Kansas City.
It's gonna be can your quarterback hold on to the football.
Yeah.
Hold on to the football, not make turnovers in bad situations.
Yeah, he tries to do too many. He tries to do a little bit too much sometimes. Whenever he can just makes a easy play, or like not even the easy play, just the simple play. But I think that Xavier Worthy pick for Kansas City, wide receiver, I think that's going to be
But
a huge tell on this team.
Yep.
well, also you see the Bengals came out today and said they don't have enough money to pay the wide receiver, and they're not going to pay him.
No, they're not paying him. No, they're gonna keep him this year, and that's it.
No, no,
Talking about Higgins.
they're paying. Yeah,
Yep, they're just paying him this year, and he's gone. They're using this. They feel like this is
And
the
no
last
Joe
year. If they're
Mixon?
gonna win, this is the year if they're gonna win. I think that's how they're
Yep.
looking at it.
That
well,
was
they
last
lost.
year. No
They
Joe
lost
Mixon.
Mixon's going to hurt. I
Yep.
don't know
He's
if they're
going to
going
the
to be
Texans.
good. Yeah, Texans are going to be tough.
Yeah. Okay.
That whole division's going to be good. If Richardson can stay healthy for Indianapolis, you got Tennessee's going to be kind of up in the air. Then you got the Texans. I mean, that's going to be a great division.
Okay. Well, speaking of that, guys.
We're going to do
Okay.
our NFL show.
Okay, we're gonna come up. We're gonna do it here in a little. We're gonna do it after the right before the season starts. Here's the over under as of right now. Your Ravens, Ben, are 11.5.
I'll take the over on that one.
Drew.
Yeah, I'll probably take the over.
Okay, your Cowboys, Drew, are 10.5.
Under.
Ben.
10.5. I'll go under on that. I think it'll be close. They're
I
going to
think
be
they
there at
got
10.
9 and 8. Yeah, they have win 11 games. At least not the way they're structured right now.
Well, what they're doing right now is they're putting it on Dak Prescott. Is what they're doing.
Well, I think that division's beat up right now, so I think that this will be the time for them to take over.
Well, here you got the Eagles are 10.5. Ben.
I'll take the Eagles in the over on that one.
And
The
the Commanders are 7.5. I think they're
I'll
gonna
take the under. Yeah.
I think they're gonna do the
Under.
over. I think they're gonna do the over. I think they're better than what people think
They'll
they're
be
gonna
right on that number.
be. Yep. That's. I think they'll be at 8. That's why I say over because I think they'll be at 8. And then the Giants 6.5.
Under.
Yeah, I'll go under on
Giants have a chance
that.
to be the worst team in the league.
Dude, how do you get rid of Saquon Barkley and pay Daniel Jones? I
In the
still don't
division.
understand
In the
that.
division.
Have you watched that NFL show?
The
off-season,
no, I have not watched Hard Knocks.
You have to watch the Hard Knocks off-season.
Yeah.
Like the first episode is all about that contract negotiation. They basically were going through the draft and saying, well, this guy, and you get these two guys, and they could be as good as him, or this guy could be as good as him. And they had really no confidence in him. I think a lot of it because he's so injury prone, which that's why I tell Eagles fans, tamp down your excitement. He could get hurt the first game.
Yeah.
I think just losing them in the division is the biggest deal. That's the backbreaker.
He did that on purpose.
Philadelphia.
He did it on
No,
purpose.
I love that. Good for him. And
Yeah.
he stays close.
And the
close
Eagles-
enough.
You know what? He always has good games, but it's always in games that don't matter. When's the last time he had a good game, like, to get a team into the playoffs? Or a
Yeah,
good
like
game
week
when
week
it
14,
matters?
week 15.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He has
no.
a good game against a team that's playing their backups on week 16 or 17 and goes crazy. But
Yeah, he'll go for like
it's been a long
3
time since
touchdowns
I've seen
against
really have a good game during the regular season. Anything that matters.
Yeah. Then you have the Chiefs
He
11.5.
hasn't had an offensive line though either, well, I'll be interested to see what the Eagles do without Kelsey under center, and they're missing. They lost another offensive lineman in free agency, so I'll be interested to see what they do with their offensive line.
Yep, that's gonna be a tough one for them. You got the Chiefs 11.5. Drew.
Over.
Ben.
Yeah, I got the over on that one too.
Chargers 8.5.
Over.
Harbaugh, they lost. I mean, they have no wide receiver depth at all. I think, but I mean, I think I'll still go with Harbaugh coming there. I do like them going over. I think the division's weak. The other two teams in there.
And the Raiders.
Broncos terrible.
Yeah, Raiders 6.5. Drew.
Probably should be over. They should be able to win 7 games, you think?
Yeah, I do them under. Ben.
I'm with the over on the over on that.
Yeah, Broncos 5.5.
Under.
I think them and the Giants could be battling for the worst team in football.
Okay, then the toughest division in football, the AFC North. We said over for the Ravens. The Bengals 10.5. Ben.
I'm actually gonna go under on this one.
Could be under right there. It could be. I could see him winning 10.
Yeah, I
I
think
think losing Mixon. I think losing Mixon is he's at least one game.
Well, they lost. Who else did they lose? They
Two.
lost the other tight end. The other wide receiver, didn't they?
That's saying that they get Jamar Chase signed and back out on the field.
Well, they're going to sign Jamar Chase. The
right.
problem is him. He
I
and
know you're they haven't yet.
Well, because he and C.D.
That's a lot of
Lamb,
my
he and
criticism
he
on
and
Dallas
C.D.
right now.
Ben. I mean
I
Drew.
know. That's what I'm saying. That's a lot of my criticism on Dallas right now. CD is not there. He is not signed.
Well, that's
So, I
because
mean,
him and Jamar Chase are holding out to be the highest paid wide receiver. That's what that is. That one of them is waiting to see who's going to break first. That's what I think. One of them wants to be the highest paid receiver going into the season, and they're both going to hold out. I mean, they're both waiting to see who's going to win.
one of them plays for the Dallas Cowboys. The other one plays for shithole.
One plays for an owner who likes his players. One plays for an owner who's cheap.
Well, and the thing is, if they already said that they can't afford to re-sign, next year, then what? Like, why would you stay?
You rather live in Dallas or Cincinnati?
I mean, come on now. Well, the problem is Jamar Chase ain't going nowhere for a long time because they have 2 more years to franchise him, so he ain't going nowhere.
Right.
He's stuck right where he's at. The Browns 8.5.
Well, I tell you what, that first game of the year is huge for them. If they lose to Dallas, they can see it going under. I mean, that's a big game. Vice versa for Dallas too. Dallas can win that game first game of the year. It's a huge game.
Yep, huge. And we're gonna do that too, Drew. We're gonna do. What we're gonna start doing is starting tomorrow. We're gonna come on and every day.
That's a 3:30 start at Cleveland with Tom Brady on the call.
Yeah, what we're gonna do is starting tomorrow. We're gonna go through and go through our team's records and all that stuff, over unders and everything starting tomorrow, because that'll gear us up. Because we do 2 a day. There's 60 teams.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's the 64 teams.
College football, fellas. 40 days to the Big Red's back. 40 days to the Oaks. 40 days to the Sinners. We got to go through those schedules.
Yeah, we're gonna do that too. Then of course the Steelers 8.5, guys.
Ooh, that's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy.
You say over?
Like the over.
Then of course the Bills.
Tomlin hadn't had a losing season since when?
Ever. Yeah, I think they'll do. I think that. I saw 9-8. That's what I said too. But their end of their schedule at the end. Oh my God, dude, they're gonna have to win early because late they've got like the Bengals twice, like the Ravens twice, the Bengals once. They got the Cow. I mean, their end of their schedule is ugly. Okay, Bills 10.5, guys.
I like the over.
Over.
Me too. Dolphins 10.5.
That's tough right there. They should go over. I like that division for them to win some games. I could see them 10 out of 11.
I said 11.
Games.
Yep.
11 to 6. I could see that. I could see that being over. It's gonna be tight though. That's a tough number.
It is. Jets 9.5.
Going into that bet, if you bet the over on that, you're gonna be sweating.
You'll be sweating. Yep. Jets.
Because they lose games that they should.
Yep. Jets 9.5.
I got them going under. I got them getting 9 wins. 9 wins.
I got it going under, and I got Aaron Rodgers not finishing the season.
Oh damn. Patriots 7.5.
Under.
Yep. Texans 9.5.
Over.
That division.
Texas will be better than the Jets.
Yep. Then you got Jaguars 8.5.
8.5.
8.5.
I got them getting 9 wins. I got them getting 9 wins. Yep.
Yep. That's what I said. 9.
To me, the AFC is so much better than the NFC.
Oh, it's not even close. It's not even close, bro. Colts 8.5.
You basically got 3 teams.
Yep. And the Colts.
Pretty much.
Well, the AFC, you've got the Chiefs, the Ravens, and the Bills right off the top, and the Texans right off the top. Then you got the Bengals, you got the Dolphins, you got the Browns, you got the Chargers, you got the Jag. I mean, right off the bat, you ain't even.
Yeah.
I mean,
To me, the NFC, it's the 49ers, the Packers, the Eagles.
Okay,
and
yeah.
The Cowboys in there and on the back end.
Well, you've got the Niners at 11.5 wins in the West, and you've got the Lions 10.5 in the North, and you have the Packers 10.5.
I think both of them go over. I think all 3 of those teams are over 10.5.
Yeah.
I think the Rams. I think the biggest steal out of all this list that I've seen, I think the Rams over 6.5 wins at the steal.
Oh, Rams are going to win more than 6.5 games. I saw that.
Aaron Donald. I know they missed Aaron Donald, but getting Cooper Kupp back.
Their coach alone going to win 7.
Yeah, with him and Matt Stafford. What they win last year? 9 wins.
9.
Ooh, yeah.
10?
It was either 9 or 8.
So I think they're going to be
They're
there.
nine.
And
But
then the one that
Seahawks,
you got the
Damn
Seahawks
near won,
seven.
and they damn near they could have won a playoff game.
Yeah, and you have the
yep,
Seahawks at 7.5. I don't think they're going to get 7.5 wins. I'm like,
no,
okay,
No, I don't know.
I just don't see that. The Cardinals 6.5. They're going to be right at that number, maybe
yeah, it's gonna be
7.
close.
And then the Bears 8.5. I think that's a steal. I think they'll get more. Their schedule's easy.
You
They're
like
going to get.
that?
They're going to get more than that.
I don't know.
I know you're not a. I know you're not a Caleb fan, but I think they'll get more than that. So that's just me.
Not. I mean, I'm not. Personally, I'm not a fan, but I mean, I just think that's a lot to ask for a rookie quarterback in that division with the Packers and the Lions. I think if saying you're going to win 9, 10 games, that means you maybe make the playoffs. I don't think they're making the playoffs, but that means.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm. Well, I look at it, Libra. I mean, the way I look at it is the Bears. They're going to be better. They've got so many weapons.
And you got a good
Their
defense.
defense is good. Yeah, defense is good.
Yeah.
But you got the Lions and the Packers in there. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
And outman. Yep.
It's going to
They
be.
got to catch a break because the Vikings aren't going to be very good. I just thought today that Sam Darnold's going to be taking the first team rep for the Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he should.
That's not good.
He should just to get him used to it. I
At
think.
least in the first couple weeks, so
Yeah.
till they're 0-4, and then call it good.
That's wrong, Ben.
I don't hate the Vikings sucking either. That doesn't bother
Yeah,
me.
it doesn't bother me at all. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So they're gonna miss Kirk Cousins.
I have some Notch's friends that are Viking fans.
Yeah,
so
they're gonna miss.
I like to hit them with the Vikings every once in a while.
Yeah, they're gonna miss them. So we'll see. All right, fellas. Anything y'all want to do to close out before we get out of here?
No, I think we're good, man. 40 days of Big Red football. Let's go.
Yep, football is coming on, brother, and the Olympics start next week. So hey, it's ready to go. I'm excited.
Yeah, we got to do a little Olympic update too. Maybe we can parcel off and cover some of the events. Each one.
Yeah, well, hey, dude,
We'll
hey,
find some favorites.
We can take basketball. I can take the track and field. Ben can take the swimming, or we figure something out.
yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm looking forward to seeing what our girl is gonna do. She's broke 5 of her records in the 400 meters in the hurdles. She's broke her world record 5 times. That's insane.
I can't. I want to
That's
see
insane.
The United States kid can win, do the double in the 100 and 200.
Yeah, 100, 200. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. What do you want,
Yeah.
Ben?
I'll take whatever. I don't care. I'll take
Well,
whatever.
what's your sport? You pick one. You can take whatever. He's taking track.
Oh.
What do you want?
He said he's taking what?
He's taking track. Drew wants
I'll
track.
take track. You got golf out there too.
I'll dive into a little swimming.
You want to do swimming?
All right.
Okay, I'll do
Yeah, I'll
basketball.
We're doing good this year, man. Between the Australians and the United States, that'd be great.
Track. And
Yeah,
what'd you take,
I'll
Ben?
start
What are you
looking
taking,
stuff
Ben?
up. I'll take some swimming.
Swimming.
I'll take track and field golf.
You want track and field and golf, Drew?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
take swimming and power walking.
No, we ain't doing no power walking. We ain't doing power walking, homie. That is not happening. Power walking.
They got competitive dancing this year. It's been great.
That'd be awesome. And gymnastics would be good.
Unbelievable. I'm done. Yeah. Is that what you want, Ben? Swimming? You want swimming and gymnastics, Ben? You want swimming and gymnastics?
I don't know anything about the gymnastics, my friend.
Okay. Well, what you want besides swimming?
I'll figure it out. I'll look at.
We got plenty of time. We have a few days to think about it.
Friday.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I'll figure something out.
All right.
Else out.
All right, that's
Soon the Matt's going to take men's and women's basketball.
Yeah, I'm gonna do women's. I'm doing men's and women's basketball. Yes.
Cool. And then I know
You got to get something else out there.
And then I'll throw something there. Well, it depends on what you two pick. I'm gonna wait because Drew, you've got your 2. You're doing a track and golf. Ben's gonna do swimming and something else. So I'm gonna wait till you guys pick, and then I'll pick something else after that.
USA's up 48-41.
Baseball's out there. Don't we have baseball this year too? Isn't it there?
No, baseball is coming back 2028. I think is when they're trying to get it back.
Softball's out there. I know for sure softball's there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Just whatever Ben picks, I'll pick something else after Ben picks.
Cycling's out there. We got swimming. We got canoeing.
Yeah, if Nathan would ever come on, we could give him some, but he's too good for us.
Mm-hmm. He is.
All right,
You got
fellas, I'm
you got
out
the
of here.
rugby, you got the soccer.
I'm out of here, man. I gotta get out. I gotta
Yeah,
go.
soccer.
All right, later, boys.
All right, I gotta get out here. I gotta go train some kids. So it's my guy Drew Hinton of Husker Drew Picks.
Go be great.
And then, of course, Ben Dillman, High Stick Harry.
Cheers, boys. Have a good one.
Appreciate both of those guys coming on today, making the show enjoyable. And for you guys, thank you guys for watching this edition of the Unpopular Hour with Matt Clark. Thank you. Appreciate you.